We here at Dungeons & Pop are celebrating over 2 years of podcasting and are having a dice giveaway. If you go to our Twitter at DungeonsPop and you retweet our giveaway post, you get 1 entry. If you tag us in a tweet, replies don't count, telling your friends to listen, you get 2 entries. If you tell us your favorite Adventures with Attitude or Breaking Point character, and why, you get 2 entries. Tag us so we'll see it. We will be picking at random the winner at the end of June.
Hello once again, listeners, our poppers, our friends. So this episode is going to be sort of what we're calling a mid-season break. As one of the great scientists have said, life finds a way. And in this case, life has once again kind of kicked us in the shins. We tried, to record, but life just kept tossing things at us. And, we're not going on a hiatus. We do have more stuff to do. It's just Awa is taking a break. Tune in next week for another arc of fictional heroism. Ran by Sean and starring me, Rob from Name Givers and Songbirding, and Wesley from Thornvale. As the Dad Squad, check out the Shopping Mall of Horrors. We'll see you there. Next is me doing the promo for this week. Coming soon from Are We Dead Yet podcast. The latest and greatest one-on-one combat of magic users against magic users. WrestleMania! Let's hear it in their own words.
Welcome to Are We Dead Yet podcast. My name is Ian, pronouns he, they, and I'm your Dungeon Master. This is Road to WrestleMania, a wrestling-themed D&D 5e campaign. It features 5 level 8 characters that make up an independent fighting roster.
Waffles, the bar dog.
Takeru Nekamamushi, the level 8 monk.
Cynthia Von Fall. I am a life domain relic.
Blaine the Boulder Stevenson, the unarmed Goliath fighter.
Dirk the Drunkard.
Their end goal is for their group to make it to the final battle royale, where their full team will duke it out against another and be judged by not only the crowd, but their own fighting prowess to see who has what it takes to be champion. The road to WrestleMania begins June 15th, 2021. Find Are We Dead Yet on your favorite podcatcher app or at oneuppodcast.com. You paid for the whole seat, but you're only going to need the edge.
And now, on to the show. I posted to Jeff.
Gotcha.
Look at the chat.
Gotcha. Now, I'm going to assume that since you really didn't know about this, that Gob, the Elder, knew about this. Presumably, yes?
That would be a fair assumption.
Do you think there's any possibility that Bryce might have known about this as well?
I don't know, I only recently learned he was my father.
Sorry, what did I miss? Sorry, I had to pick up something quickly.
I asked if Bryce might have had an inkling that this was the case. That he knew about the recaster.
And my response is, I don't know, I recently learned he was my father.
Bryce wouldn't have known.
Okay.
Sebastian, you could almost guarantee he didn't know because God didn't bother to tell him that you were his daughter.
That's true.
It's very doubtful he would have mentioned this.
God kept many secrets from me.
Right now, I'm fighting an urge to give Gob the most embarrassing haircut style I can think of. Shaving him like a poodle.
That would be very disrespectful.
A very specific urge.
Marcus will jump a little bit. It's like, oh, God, I didn't realize you were listening in.
He's very quiet.
Yes, well, anyway, specific urges aside, I need to impress upon you, and you, as he points to Augustus, that the skeleton standing in the other room is, as I've said 3 times now, one of Bonemeister's most vicious lieutenants. The Death Metal Rangers were an evil team of henchmen. They fought on his side against the civilian forces and the myriad of henshin teams over the course of what is, the conflict now known as the Last Henshin War. I know this for a fact, not because I learned about this in history, because I was there. So I'm fairly convinced that whatever good deeds he's been doing are some kind of fake out.
I think as you're saying this, Marcus, Gabby's been writing something in her book, and then she just kind of slides it over and tilts her head.
Okay, what has she written?
If there was a simpler plan, why didn't he take care of the museum before, when there were no henshin to stop it?
But I know that he had brought in someone from Bonemeister's clan.
That's actually an interesting question.
Because if the other guy knew, wouldn't I know?
Yeah, you would definitely know that he brought in. You would know. You would definitely know that he brought in Magi de Koopa.
Yeah, I'll say as Gabby writes this down, he'll add, well, this fellow has brought in other members of Bonemeister's group. He brought in a Dekupa fellow a while back. Perhaps he's switched sides. Such things can happen, yes. A bad may become a good man, or a good man may become a bad.
A fair point.
As little as I have been told about our purposes for protecting the recaster, I don't think it would have been returned to him without thoroughly knowing his intentions. My clan would not have returned the recaster to him if they weren't sure that he would use it for good and not evil.
Could they have stopped him if they tried?
Actually, Marcus, another history. I need a history check from you.
Sure. Let's see, history.
I'm sorry, I know I'm doing lots of history checks, but we've also haven't done this in a while, and you guys did take a long trip, so it might make sense.
No, that's fair. I rolled a 16, and my history is a 4, so that's an unnatural 20.
So, something comes to mind. Joe Madron told you when he took the recaster, he stood and fought to protect the children. The cubs that were with Joe Madron dealing with the zombie. He could have ran.
Yes, but do I really want to trust Joe Madron's word?
Hey, he had some redeeming qualities.
Well, he did. He was given he was giving truth drugs. You know that much. The god basically told you it was literally truth drug to help him remember.
Okay. I think at that, Marcus will exit, excusing himself as he passes Augustus, and makes his way back to the room where Yuzi and Obsidian are waiting.
Obsidian's still right where he was.
Thebesi will follow him out.
I am standing there still.
She's prepared to pick him up by the scruff of his neck again.
Say, Obsidian, want to play rock, paper, scissors? While we wait?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Scissors.
Just kind of get side-eyed by the skeleton. It's like, are you serious right now?
Side up by a skeleton, huh?
How does a skeleton side eye?
That's just. I'm trying to picture that, and I don't know how.
You get side-socketed.
How does a skeleton side eye with no eyes?
That was my point.
I think Restless actually. I need to get the book back up. I think Restless actually have like glowing things where they're in their eye holes.
Little eye points.
Yeah, little glowy points.
It just dims, and you know he's squinting at you.
You get the feeling of a side eye. There you go.
Yeah. I think Marcus will enter the room and walk right up to Obsidian. What is your game? And he's gonna look Obsidian right in his eye sockets.
And said, right, what is it? Like, I kind of want to look that up now really fast about the eyes, because that seems like it'd be an important little thing. Never mind.
His bone marrow actually shifts into a squint.
Isn't the eyesight feature thingy part of your background?
Yeah, and that's the other thing.
I would say rule as DM as part of your background that because of necrotic energy pouring off. I would say you have like kind of like necrotic, like you don't have like glowing. I would say it would actually be the opposite. It'd be like a black
shadows.
Yeah.
Yo, wouldn't it be scary as hell if the eyes were like decaying eyes that were that were being held in place by just strings of...
You know, I think I prefer the little dots of light.
Can we just give him glass eyes?
Oh god! Have you guys seen the skeleton? Have you seen skeletons with eyes?
They're the eyes of my enemies.
It looks so much worse.
Let's just keep. I agree with Susanna. Let's just keep with the energy dots, shall we?
That's entirely necessary.
Sunglasses.
I mean,
he's got a pair of Ray-Bans.
Do you really want to have a look into the eyes of this posted in thing?
Ye gods.
Yes.
No, I do not.
Yes.
I do not enjoy that. I don't like it. I want to make that real clear. I don't like that.
I don't like it either. I don't like it.
Bad.
I love
it. Very bad.
Let's pass on that, shall we?
So yeah, he just the darkness. He looks right back and he just kind of stays silent for a second. Before he says, "You asked him what his game was." Yeah, I think. Sorry, my brain is.
Yes.
The eyeball thing distracted me.
As it would.
No game. Just trying to make up for misdeeds.
I'd like to roll insight.
Okay. Sid, you can roll deception if you want.
He has the deception? There is no deception taking place here.
I know, that was a joke. I was making the joke.
I was gonna say, what the hell?
I want you to know I went to roll.
I rolled a 17, and I have a +3 for insight.
Well, I imagine you see a lot of pain in those eye holes.
Yeah, I would say with a 20, they're telling the truth. You've seen that look. You've seen that look in the last month. Bob, Gabby. Like when you first realized what she was, she had the same look. And Bone Meister, you get to. I mean, I feel like your experience with Bone Meister, you kind of you mull on it, and even if you're going out, he hurt. Your experience with him, you get hurt either way. It's just a matter of how long it hurt and how hard it hurt, whether you're with him or against him. He has never shown any loyalty in anyone.
I was missing important information on the situation at hand.
Thebesi scratches behind her ear.
I apologize for my rash actions.
Don't. Given the fights I had with a previous holder of that armor, it was more than well earned.
He's still alive, by the way.
At least someone survived.
More than a few. More than a few didn't.
I'm well aware.
Hey, I'm gonna roll something.
I can accept you wanting to make up for your past deeds, but I can't trust you. Not yet.
You shouldn't.
Could both of you roll an acrobatics?
Acrobatics?
Yeah. Or athletics, your choice.
Let's see what we get. Hey! You remember? This is familiar territory. That one!
Ooh!
Oh god.
It's good to be back!
Oh, your team building gymnastics are not going to go well.
I'm not even going to look up what my modifier is. That one just, yeah.
You collapse.
I didn't do grand. I rolled a 5 with...
Better than a nat 1!
True.
We're just going to fall onto each other.
My acrobatics, however, makes it a 10 at least. I have a +5 modifier.
You fall into each other and it looks like you're hugging.
Nice.
Well, Gabbi rolled a 15 as you're both pulled into a group hug.
Thebesi's just watching.
Well, this is a little embarrassing, don't you think?
I'm not much of a hugger. I just said I'm not much of a hugger, though I'm curious if there's any added negatives from the that one.
He stumbles into a kiss on Marcus.
No!
I am so glad you are not GM.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say yes. There is a negative.
God.
Gabbi panics.
Kiss him.
As you said, you sink partially into her.
She eats him.
Cause she, with that one, she accidentally activated Newton's grip.
What's Newton? What?
Pardon?
Once per combat, the Ingress can grapple an opponent, sucking them partially into their being.
Ah!
Oh no.
Is it cold in there? Vacuum of space.
He panics, releases, and stumbles back.
Jesus. Or
oh no.
God, what? I don't know what my guy would say.
Also, Sid is very aware of what ingresses are, so this also might be a shock for him that this ingress is not just trying to eat everyone in the room.
That's a little bit of a shock, yes, but given his own background, he doesn't judge. He's confused, but he doesn't judge.
I feel like Gabby's patting her chest like it's weird that there was a skeleton inside of it.
I can assure you, Sid felt far weirder, I am sure.
So what I'm seeing is that they're two parts of a whole. We have a skeleton without a body and a body without a skeleton.
Oh, God.
Am I hearing a partnership for the dynamic duo?
Oh, God.
Wonder Twin powers activate. Form of a complete person.
It's like the worst fusion warrior ever.
Now I have muscles that can be torn and bones that can be broken.
What does a skeleton do if they break a bone?
Inflict wounds.
They put it back.
Steal another.
Yeah.
Still another.
They yell out, hit me with some necrotic damage, I'll be fine.
Don't worry, I'll just inflict wounds later.
I use calcium.
I use milk.
Back to seriousness. So we've got that settled. Marcus will ask, so what next? He'll probably ask this to Augustus because, you know, they're the head advisor.
Where do you need to go? Is there something you're looking for in the city? I'm not sure what you guys want to do.
Well, to be honest, since it's been 6 months at least, I've kind of forgotten why we came to Nidoko.
Yeah, I don't know why either.
We were bringing a child back!
I think I have Discord notes on this.
And then we had to help fight!
There were evil henchmen attacking the city.
Right, and we came for backup.
Hey, I have a question.
Yes?
There's probably an answer.
So since Wanari are live in tribes, Thebesi's or clans, and Thebesi's clan lived outside of a major city. Is there a Wanari clan here?
There's not a Wanari clan here, but that's all I'm going to tell you.
Are there Wanari here?
I was going to say, what is there here then, Sean? Because I know that tone of voice.
There are Wanari here, but that's all I'm going to give you.
Oh, I'm going to go find my people. I'm going to use my power as a clan leader to try and invoke aid. If there are any Wanari that are trained to fight, you'll be disappointed if the Wanari here are not, because they've forsaken their kind.
Okay then.
That's Sean's attempt at an evil laughter.
That's Sean telling me that.
Do you express that to Augustus?
Not in those exact words. Thebesi has more tact than that. She has a wisdom of 16. And an intelligence of 16. No, Sorry, my dog's trying to lick my laptop screen, and it's a touch screen.
Well, let her.
Knowing my luck, she'd stop.
I don't know why that's funny.
It's Denver.
She deserves it.
Oh, we're going off the rails already.
Okay, no, so Thebesi's gonna turn to Augustus and ask, are there Wanari here?
I'm sure. A few?
How many is a few?
Well, it's a rather large city. I'm not sure I could tell you exactly.
Where does the clan stay?
I do not believe that there is such a clan.
I see the confusion. Augustus, in Asamar Grove, the Wanari clan that Thebesi is Ascendant clan leader of actually stays outside of the city limits in their own tents and area. They don't actually incorporate into the city itself.
Need a history check. There's something you literally heard in the last day that you would definitely be asking about.
Oh, I remember! Her mother! I remember!
Oh dear.
I want you to imagine this moment, okay? This moment of... Thebesi was so occupied with the Marcus attacking another henchman and all of that, and she's standing here talking to Augustus, and suddenly she's like, my mother's here.
Imagine being the Royal Palace Guard who's just watching this happen. I'm just here.
I'm much more...
By the way, Johnny, I need a perception check.
I can do that.
As you're looking at Thebesi.
16.
I assume I don't need to make the history check anymore since I remembered that.
I asked if Thebesi asked me about a specific Wonari, because I would know about a specific Wonari.
Not yet, but probably soon, considering she just remembered.
Okay.
No, all you've got is from Thebesi froze for a moment and then was like, my mother's here.
Oh. Well, what is her name?
Do I know my own mother's name?
I'll DM you it it because I know you don't actually know it. This is great. This is something I was so expecting to happen after Susanna, but this is great.
Cheat here, open.
I missed this. I missed the train wreck that is our game sessions.
Oh, by the way, I rolled a 16 on perception.
Yeah, John, what's your character's name again? I'm sorry, I forgot. Yuzi?
Yuzi.
Yuzi, or you can call me Yordle the Turtle if you want.
We will not. We'll keep it to Yuzi.
Yuzi, you've seen a Wonari that looks kind of like Thebesi, but...
But we're all dogs, so you know.
No, here's the strange thing.
Oh, Lord.
She didn't look like she'd be Thebesi's mother. She looked like she'd be Thebesi's sister.
Oh. Do I recall any direction that she might have been heading at any time?
Oh, you've been actually to her workplace.
Oh.
But also wait, Sid. But first, let's let Sid, Thebesi say the name because I gave her the name in DM.
Vixen?
Vixen?
Vixen.
Vixen. Petra, yes?
Yes.
Oh, yes. She lives in Gloomspring. The restaurant district.
Take me there.
She's a singer, I believe.
Take me there.
Oh, well, yes, I can do that. If you would all like to go there first, I can certainly bring you.
Now that I think about it, I actually recall seeing she doesn't look like she'd be old enough to be your mother, but she looks around your age.
What age do you think I am?
If I'd have to throw out like 16, 17.
Marcus is just standing there biting his lip because this is just too funny.
You're tall, though.
I'm average height for my kind.
Well,
this is true.
Well,
Minari are tall.
My kind only grow to be 6 feet tall, so I've peaked.
They range from 6 foot to 7 foot.
Turtles are only 5 to 6 feet.
Ha! Finally taller than you, Johnny.
You're taller than me until I was like 13. But, yeah, I recall seeing someone around your age-ish look just like you. Very similar. But not old enough to be a mother.
Perhaps my mother's fornicated with others.
I will not comment on that, but
Augustus notably chokes as you say that.
the possibility is there. I will not dive into her private life, though.
I think that's the best line I've ever said.
Well, there is someone named Vixen. If you would like to come meet this person, whether she be your mother or perhaps a sister, I will be happy to bring you along.
Yes, please. Any amount of people we can get to help fight would be advantageous to us. You can tell that Marcus wants to see this train wreck through.
I think that line needs to be tweeted.
If you will follow me.
Okay. So you guys are heading there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Start walking kind of slow. I don't move very fast. I'm like half turtle and second of all, I'm old. So
Can you guys walk?
if y'all are in any kind of hurry, you're not getting there in any kind of hurry.
Can you guys walk at a pace of 30 feet?
So.
I mean that is base speed for most humanoids.
Yes.
So Augustus leads you to a bar and grill in the area called the Devil's Delight Bar and Grill.
Rather straightforward.
And I need someone to roll a luck check, D6.
D6?
I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Probably best not to trust it to me. I was about to do it and I was like, no.
Did you roll a 1?
Yes.
Hey!
Okay, so, alright, I'll post a picture. Okay, so as you guys reach the bar, you see a strange-looking tiefling. The first image I posted, they're a tiefling with a weird antlers, and strangely they have like a dragonish tail as they walk into the restaurant. That isn't the shocking thing, though. the shocking thing is, as you enter, Thebesi,
Yes.
you see your what appears to be. It's strange because it's definitely your mother. It's not. You look at it. It's either your mother or somehow your mother ran into a male Winari that looks exactly like her to the point that they could only be a Xerox copy made, and they are young. They are in a young age. And but this is the thing that's the most shocking part.
Oh, she's young to me, as in I know what Winari look like as they age, and she's obviously young, because I wasn't sure if. Okay.
She's obviously young. Like, she obviously looks young. She looks about your age right now. But that's not the shocking thing, because the shocking thing is you recognize another Winari, or a half Winari, in the room.
Is it my brother?
There's a white Winari with tiefling horns and wings and a tail standing just off stage watching. Seems to be like a bodyguard. And you know this gentleman because there's the one who got your mom. There's the reason why your mom got kicked out of the village in the first place. It's the Winari that they were trying to offer what's the word? Sanctuary to? That Gabbi.
Yeah, Sanctuary.
Gabbi and her had the fight over that had her exiled. And as you're trying to process this, your mother Vixen finishes her song, doesn't seem to notice you quite yet, but she walks over to the half Winari off stage, and to your utter shock and embarrassment, kisses him as they hug each other. They pull each other close. And that's where we leave on off this session.
Thebesi leaves the room.
She actually leaves the room.
Thebesi walks out of there.
Turns around, like, enters, sees that,
Nope.
turns 180 degrees, walks back out.
Nope, because Marcus will grab her tail.
No, you don't.
Hurry up to get hit, doesn't he?
Can I pull my tail away?
No yelp?
You never had your tail dog?
That'd be a strength challenge. Strength versus strength.
Non-nat 20.
Yeah. I rolled a 16, and I have a 3 from my mod for my strength, so that's a 19.
Nice.
I rolled a 16 plus 4, non-nat 20.
Can I look at Gabbi and ask if they're all...
Oh, God.
By 1!
I'm gonna look at Gabbi and just be like, are they always like this?
Thebesi yanks her tail out of your hand and walks out of there. Because, let's be clear, Thebesi respects that her mother was trying to give sanctuary to someone, but she's mad at her mom for leaving her.
She was getting milk.
God damn it.
And then she left her and went with him and started her own family, and she didn't take her with her.
Aww.
Her mom left her with Joe Madron.
Yes.
The most horrible of punishments.
She never told her who her real father was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's Gob's fault, not your mom's.
Yes. But Thebesi's feeling a lot of feelings right now.
Understandable.
I feel things.
I'm just gonna say Sid has been quiet this entire time, but by this point he is silently thankful that skeletons can't get headaches.
Well, ain't this the right pickle the hodgepodge henchmen have got themselves into? And we thought last week's episode was a mighty big of a pickle, isn't it? This time, however, it seems Thebesi has gotten a little blue screen of death, and ain't that kind of proper for the blue henshin, So, what's this about her mom being young and having a lover? And why won't she talk to her? What other things has Thebesi not been telling her teammates? Not to mention, what kind of things have Gabbi gonna be paying for once Thebesi gets back to him? I don't know about you, but this would be a right kicker of a place for a cliffhanger, huh? Well, see you soon.
Dungeons and Pop is a tabletop variety show. The campaign you're listening to now is a D&D 5e actual play that uses the Lasers and Liches supplement.